Organic compounds usually do not contain metals. A compound in which a metal atom or ion is bonded to an organic group is called an organometallic compound. Grignard reagents are a class of organometallic compound of magnesium with the general formula RMgX, where R is an alkyl or aryl group and X is a halogen. Grignard reagents are formed by the reaction between the magnesium and the haloalkanes dissolved in a dry ether. Grignard reagent must be prepared in dry condition. This is because Grignard reagent will react with water to form an alkane. Another uses of Grignard reagent is that it can form a primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol. We will discuss about the preparation of alcohols in details in chapter 8. To form a primary alcohol, the Grignard reagent will react with a methanol in ether and followed by hydrolysis. The methanol here has a common name which is a formaldehyde. So the structure of methanol is actually HC double bond OH. Right, so the addition of the Grignard reagent, the type of reaction here is actually the nucleophilic addition, where the C double bond O in the methanol will become a C single bond O. The carbon on the C double bond O here is an electron deficient site. So it is an electrophilic site. So the nucleophile, which is from our Grignard reagent, will attack the electrophilic site of the carbon. To form a secondary alcohol, the Grignard reagent must react with any aldehyde except for methanol in ether followed by hydrolysis. So the R here, it can be any alkyl or aryl group. So if we open the structure of the aldehyde here, we can have it as RC double bond OH. So again, it is a nucleophilic addition reaction where the carbon double bond O will become a carbon single bond O when the nucleophile attack this carbon. When a Grignard reagent reacts with a ketone, so we have a ketone here, RC double bond OR. Alright, so where R here, it can be any alkyl or aryl group. The C double bond O will become a C single bond O when the nucleophile attack this carbon. The Grignard reagents reacts with a carbon dioxide followed by hydrolysis to form a carboxylic acid. The carboxylic acid produced will has one carbon atom more than the Grignard reagent. Let's do some example. So here we have a bromoethane react with magnesium in dry ether. So we know that A is our Grignard reagent. So our Grignard reagent here is going to be CH3, CH2, and then we just add the magnesium and Br. Okay, so this is our Grignard reagent. When the Grignard reagent reacts with water, we know that it will form an alkane. So the MgBr here, we are going to replace it by one hydrogen. So B is going to be CH3, CH3. Okay, so just now it has two hydrogen, but then we replace the MgBr here with the hydrogen. So we have an ethane, right? So when the Grignard reagent A reacts with CH2O in ether followed by hydrolysis, so the CH2O is actually a methanol where we have HC double bond OH, right? So to draw the product C, okay, I will start off with my aldehyde, my methanol, okay, where the methanol here, I'll draw it as H, C, H, the double bond O, I will change it into single bond O and I'll put an H beside it. Okay, so we will have HC single bond OH, H. Okay, so we know that this carbon, okay, dia tak cukup ikatan dekat sini. So what we're gonna do is, okay, we are going to remove the MgBr so that this carbon also tak cukup ikatan, sama macam dekat sini. So this carbon will bonded to this carbon. Okay, so here we have CH2 and then beside it we have CH3. So now you can see that we have a primary alcohol. So this is the carbon that bearing the OH. So since it is a primary carbon, it's only got one alkyl group here. So it is a primary alcohol. Okay. So D. Now we have an aldehyde. Okay. So it is not a methanol because it got more than one carbon. Okay. So the aldehyde that we got here is CH3 C double bond OH. Right. So same like before. To draw the structure D, I will start off with my aldehyde. So I have CH3 CH, and then the C double bond O, I'll change it into C single bond O, and I'll put hydrogen beside it. Okay, so I know that this carbon, okay, dia tak cukup ikatan, it is incomplete. Okay, so I will combine it with this carbon without the MgBr because this one pun tak cukup ikatan kan. So we will have CH2 and then beside it we have CH3. So now you can see that we have a secondary alcohol because this carbon that bearing the OH group is a secondary carbon. Okay. So next is we have a ketone. Okay. So we have a CH3 C double bond O CH3. So it is a ketone. Okay. Same like before. I'll just start it with the ketone. Okay. So CH3 CH3, the C double bond O, change it into C single bond O and then put hydrogen beside it. Okay, so we have the OH group here. Okay, and then attach this carbon yang tak cukup ikatan dekat sini tadi with this carbon. Okay, without the MgBr. So we will have CH2 and then beside it we have CH3. Okay, so now we have a tertiary alcohol. So when Grignard reagent react with methanol followed by hydrolysis, it will form a primary alcohol. When it react with an aldehyde except for methanol followed by hydrolysis, it will form a secondary alcohol. When react with ketone followed by hydrolysis, it will form a tertiary alcohol. Okay, for F, we have our Grignard reagent react with carbon dioxide followed by hydrolysis. So to draw the structure F, it is easy. So we just draw this back without the MgBr. So we have CH3, CH2, and then beside it, just add the COOH group, the carboxy group. So now we will have a carboxylic acid. Okay, originally our Grignard reagent only got 2 carbon, but here when we react with carbon dioxide and followed by hydrolysis, okay, now our carboxylic acid will have 3 carbon. Okay, so that's it.